Hi and welcome. My name is Johnny Fragan. I'm from All Total Coaching. What I want to talk to you about is the fear of success. What is the fear of success? Before we start, please subscribe to our channel, press the notification buttons. As you're aware, we're probably doing now 2 videos a week on Monday, on Thursday at 10 a.m. GMT. Before we start, I'd like to talk about a book, How to Be a Man, What Your Father Never Taught You, that I worked for more than 10 years. What is this book all about? It's about how to be a man in this feminized society. Manhood, what is a man? How to be a man. Women, relationships and sex. Media manipulation, indoctrination by the movies. Health, food and exercise, why it's so important. Health, food and money, wealth, what you need to know, what you're not taught at school. Value, what it is, why it's so important. How to overcome the biggest phenomena in our generation of depression and fear, where 8 people commit suicide a day. And for those that challenged me on this aspect, not once or twice, I always tell them the following phrase. www.abs, Australian Bureau of Statistics /suicide, and you'll find the figures dividing every state in Australia. Make the calculations and you realize that when you put them all together, there's more than 8 people a day, 6 men to women. Happiness and fulfillment, feminism, the real truth, family court and consequences. I talk about the pharmaceutical companies, false accusation, how to be social, build a great network, keep up, how to maintain a relationship, social etiquette, summary of the rules that will save your life, sources and resources. So today, I'd like to share with you, my dear friend, what is the fear of success? A subconscious mind tries to keep us in the same state of mind of no progress. It's trying to keep stability. So we stay with we hang around with the same friends, the same networks, the same this, and we keep doing the same things, but sometimes these people don't help us advance. But because our subconscious mind, without knowing, fails us because it wants to keep us stable, we do not venture out, and we do not want to get outside that box because we've been so much suppressed in the West. All of us are in different boxes, and this is why when you meet people, they ask you where you're from, what you do, to put you in a particular box. When people ask me where I'm from, I always say to them, guess. Because I'm control the frame, not them. It's either you own control the frame or they are. It's not that you shouldn't answer them, but don't let people box you. And don't box other people too. When people ask me that question, if they do it in a friendly manner, I answer, but don't let people box you. So, back to our topic. Subconscious mind stops us from progressing. Although it's a mechanism that helps us to create stability, it stops us from growing. And our subconscious mind, when we try to achieve things, there's always a back voice in the back. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Or you've got a negative person that you bring up that idea, and instead of encouraging you, that'll never work. And this is the biggest mistake of people asking for advice to people that have got no experience in that field. When I wanted to write my book, I didn't go to people that didn't write a book. I went to certain people that wrote books, and they said, yes, you can do it. But if you go to people that never did anything in their life, they'll try to keep you down because of trying to suppress you and keep you in the box, because misery loves company. I don't have to tell you that. More miserable people, the more friends they've got because they relate to the same things. But high achievers, sometimes it can be lonely, but it's worth it, I can reassure you. I've been lonely many times in my life because I achieved so much with my great friends that helped me. But it's worth it in the long run. We fear success because we are not in that box yet. We don't know the consequences of our success. And we realize with success, criticism is going to come. And a lot of us don't like criticism. Now, I'm not going into the whole idea of Trump, but Trump is criticized every day. And the more he criticizes, the more he loves. This is a man that we should learn from. If you hate him or not love him, that's a different story. Let's learn from successful people. You're going to have to deal with criticism. One of the things that stops you from succeeding or is making you putting your obstacles, it's a fear of being criticized. We are going to be criticized in life no matter what you do. Even when you help people, they're going to criticize you. But you have to keep going on your path, especially a man. Keep pushing, and keep pushing. And know the biggest obstacle you have is the mind fuck we all have in our heads. I highly recommend here, please read The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy and The Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Manson. This will change your life. And these books will help you realize that the biggest hinder and the biggest obstacle to success is the monologue within our heads. Or the environment you're in. Change environment, change friends, move state, move country, do something. By being stagnant, you're going to rot slowly and slowly. I had many people that I helped over the years and said, it's a pity I didn't meet you, John, 7, 8, 10 years ago. I wasted so much time. You're punishing yourself by not taking the reins of life. You're punishing yourself not being success. You're punishing yourself by not taking the initiative. You're punishing yourself by not being who you really want to be. We all have dreams. We all have aspirations. Isn't it time you start doing something about it? So the biggest fear of success is the mind fuck we have our heads, and scared of being criticized and ridiculed. Do it anyway. I've had people laugh at me when I started learning dancing, but today they look at me in envy, and guess who's the mocker? Me or them. I'm not going to go into it now because those people know exactly what they are. But keep going, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, and align yourself with the people who will rise you so you can get over the fear of success and you can get what you really want. So eventually you can be happy. Thank you very much. Look us up at www.alltotalcoaching.com. I can change your life. The question is, do you want to? Or you're talking and talking and talking and talking like most people do today. Talk-a-bee in wannabe society. Talk, and they do nothing. Action. Now. Because tomorrow, there'll be another tomorrow. And tomorrow, there'll be another tomorrow. I've heard so many times, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't have this. And you think in 10 years you'll have the energy. Your situation will be worse. You look older, depleted, and you'll hate yourself. Don't do this to yourself. Start changing your life now. Push the boundary. Not a lot, just a little bit, by a little bit, by a little bit, by a little bit. And I promise you, over a 6 months period, you realize how much success you've done, and you're going to love that person that lives within your skin. You'll look in the mirror and you'll love yourself. Unlike so many people that look in the mirror and they wish they were her or him, or look like this or look like that. You're not tall enough, not rich enough, not sexy enough. Why are you doing to yourself? So the fear of success is your own mind fuck. Keep pushing the boundaries, my dear friends. And I promise you, I pushed my boundaries so many times. I even had tears in my eyes sometimes when I ran. But I know the real truth. Those that succeed are the ones that push again and again and again and again. Because eventually, at the end of it, it's worth it. All those suffering, all those long hours are worth it. And for those that ask me questions on their studies, disconnect your phone. Disconnect Facebook, Instagram, focus. Any man or woman that achieved anything in life is because they're focused. And without focus, my dear friends, you'll never get where you want to be. Email us at john@sosdating.com. Thank you very much for listening. As always, you know what? I'm your friend, Johnny Friend.